Good morning, students. My name is Aher Alka from RBNB College, Rampur. Today we study the physics chapter, second chapter, mechanical properties of fluid. We know matter consists of three types: solid, liquid, and gases. You know, solid have different or definite shape and size. Liquid and gases do not have definite shape and size. Therefore, according to its property, liquid and gases are called as fluid. Liquid and gases are called as fluid. The liquid and gases collectively called as fluids. Now, what is the property of fluid? In this case, we see the properties of fluid, mechanical properties of fluid. Fluid means it is collectively liquid and gases. What is the fluid? Fluid is the substance which can flow under the action of external force. Fluid is the substance which can flow under the action of force. Now this fluid has different properties. Then properties of ideal fluid. The first property is it is incompressible. What is incompressible? This solid can compressible, but liquid and gas cannot compressible. We can say that it is incompressible. It does not compressible. Density of this fluid is constant. What is density? Density is rho is equal to, suppose m is mass, v is volume, density is equal to mass upon volume, it is constant. Next property, it is irrotational, that is it does not rotate, it cannot rotate, or it is called as it is irrotational, it can flow smooth or the flow is smooth. Next property, it is non-viscous. It is non-viscous means that is the flow, there is no internal friction between the two layers of the liquid. And the fourth property is the flow is steady, that is velocity is constant at every point. Now see, what are the properties of ideal fluid? It is incompressible, it is irrotational, it is non-viscous, and the flow is steady. Now we see the next fluid or property of real fluid, that is we can say properties of real fluid. Properties of fluid. First, properties of fluid, that is it can flow. It can flow. It can flow. Then second, it can flow. It occupies, or it is in the container, it occupies the shape of container. It occupies shape of container. These are the properties of fluid. Now see, the fluid flows under the external force or external pressure, hence we study the pressure. We study the pressure. Then what is the pressure? Suppose we consider a container and suppose a fluid is enclosed in this container. Then this liquid exerts a force on the walls of container. Then pressure is defined as it is force per unit area. Force per unit area. Here P is pressure, F is force, A is area. Then SI unit of this force is, Newton per meter square. That is SI unit is Newton. It can be also written as Newton meter raised to minus 2. The SI unit of this pressure is Newton meter square. Now this Newton meter square is also called as 1 Pascal is equal to 1 Newton per meter square. This is also called as 1 bar is equal to also 1 Newton per meter square. Again, torr is the unit of this pressure, and see what is the pressure? Pressure is force per unit area. Pressure is represented by P is equal to F upon A. SI unit is Newton per meter square. 1 Newton per meter square is called as Pascal. It is also called as bar. 1 bar is equal to 1 Newton per meter square. Then it is also called as, or we can say this is 10 raised to minus 5 Newton per meter square. Torr is also unit of this pressure. Thus we can say that these are the pressure is the scalar quantity, that is, it does not have, pressure does not have direction, it have only magnitude. Now we see the liquid or fluid. There are two types fluid. There are two types fluid at rest. Fluid is at rest and fluid is in motion. Fluid is in motion. Then fluid is at rest. The study of, we can say, the study of hydrodynamics or hydrostatics. Hydrostatics. What is hydrostatics? Hydrostatics is the branch of physics in which we study the fluid at rest, and hydrodynamics. In hydrodynamics, we can study, it is the branch of physics in which we study the fluid in motion. Now, in this case, we firstly study fluid at rest. Then after we see or we study fluid in motion. Now we see fluid at rest. Fluid at rest. At rest. The most important property of the fluid at rest is surface tension. Surface tension. In this chapter, we mostly see the properties of fluid, and which is surface tension. Then see the surface tension. What is surface tension? The examples of, the raindrops. Example of surface tensions are raindrops. Raindrops are in spherical shape. Then soap bubbles are in spherical shape. Then spider walks on the water surface. Spider walks on the water surface. These are the examples of surface tension. In this chapter, we study mostly the surface tension, properties of the fluid, surface tension. The example of surface tension are raindrops having the spherical shape, soap bubbles are in spherical shape, spider walks on the water. Now we see the surface tension. In this surface tension, we can study the intermolecular force and behavior of intermolecular forces or molecules. Now see the intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces. There are two intermolecular forces, or there are two types of intermolecular forces. Cohesive force, and another is, second is adhesive force. Then cohesive force. What is the cohesive force? The cohesive force. What is the cohesive force? Now see, suppose we consider, suppose this is the molecules of the fluid or liquid. Mostly we can say, we can take fluid as a water and other gases etc. In this chapter we consider the liquid. Now in this case, suppose these are the molecules of the liquid, then what is the cohesive force, what is the adhesive force? Now in this case, cohesive force, what is the cohesive force? In this case, the force of attraction. These are the two gas molecules. There is a force of attraction between them. This force is called as intermolecular force. See, suppose liquid consists of the molecules. Consider two molecules. There is force of attraction between two molecules. It is called as intermolecular force. These are two types, or there are two types of this intermolecular force. First is cohesive force, another is adhesive force. Then what is the cohesive force? The cohesive force is force of attraction between the two molecules of the same substance. For example, two water molecule. Cohesive force. What is the cohesive force? The cohesive force is the force of attraction between two molecules of the same substance. It is called as cohesive force. Now the second force, adhesive force. Adhesive force. Adhesive force is, what is the adhesive force? Adhesive force is the force of attraction of different substances, or the force of attraction between two molecules of different substances. It is called as adhesive force. Suppose we consider the liquid in a container. Now there is a solid molecule, this is a liquid molecule, this is the force of attraction between two different substances. It is called as adhesive force. Or suppose this is liquid molecule, this is air molecule, there is the force of attraction between two molecules of different substances. It is called as adhesive force. Finally, we can say that intermolecular force, there are two types of intermolecular force. First, cohesive force, adhesive force. Cohesive force is the force of attraction between the two molecules of the same substance. It is called as cohesive force. Adhesive force, the force of attraction between the two molecules of different substance. It is called as adhesive force. Now range of intermolecular force. Next definition, range of, we see some definition, range of intermolecular force. Intermolecular force. What is the range of intermolecular force? The range of intermolecular force, that is, suppose this is the molecule. Now the molecule, the force is effective. The force is effective like, suppose this is the distance and this suppose it is 10 raised to 9 meter. 10 raised to 9 meter. Now these intermolecular forces are short range force, and suppose this distance, then this is called as range of intermolecular force. That is the effective distance from the molecule, the intermolecular forces are effective. It is called as range of intermolecular force. Now sphere of influence. Next, sphere of influence. Sphere of influence. Now see, suppose this is the molecule at the center and the short range forces, suppose this is 10 raised to minus 9 meter, that is nanometer. This is the radius, 10 raised to 9 meter. Then draw a sphere with a molecule at the center and the radius equal to range of intermolecular force. It is called as sphere of influence. It is called as sphere of influence. Now see, what is the sphere of influence? The molecule is at the center and the radius equal to the intermolecular force, and we draw the sphere. It is called as sphere of influence. Sphere of influence. This is the sphere of influence. Now we see the next definition, that is surface film. Surface film. See, suppose this is container. It contains a liquid. Suppose we take, it is a liquid like water. Now this is the free surface of liquid. This is the free surface of liquid. Suppose it is called as XY. It is called as XY is the free surface of liquid. Now the molecules of range, suppose this is molecule of range, this is intermolecular force like this. Intermolecular force is like this, and this distance x dash y dash, this thickness is called as surface film. This thickness is called as surface film. Now the free surface. Next definition, free surface. Free surface of liquid. Free surface of liquid. Now the C, suppose this is the liquid surface and the upper surface where there is no stress, it is called as free surface of liquid. Free surface of liquid. These are the some definition. Now we see the behavior of molecule or behavior of liquid surface under the according to the theory of, according to the molecular theory. Surface tension under the basis of molecular theory. Surface tension under on the basis of intermolecular theory, intermolecular forces. Surface tension on the basis of intermolecular forces. Consider a liquid taken in a container. Now this is the liquid in a container. There are number of liquid molecules. These are the liquid molecules. The liquid in the container takes the shape of container. Now see, this is XY, it is free surface, X dash, Y dash, this is thickness, and this is thickness of this layer. It is also called as surface film. Now see, there are, imagine or consider three molecules. Suppose molecule A, or it have a sphere of influence. Suppose this is the sphere of influence. What is the sphere of influence here? Molecule is at the center and the radius equal to molecular range draw the circle, it is sphere of influence, and suppose we consider the molecule A and it is the sphere of influence of molecule A, it is inside the liquid. Now another molecule B, it is just below the liquid surface, just below the liquid surface. This is molecule B and it is just below the free surface. This is suppose molecule B just below the free surface. Now the third molecule C is on the liquid surface, that is half part is in the air, half part is in the liquid. Now what is the theory behind it? Now see, consider the three molecules, molecule A, molecule B and molecule C in the container. Now see, this molecule A is well inside the liquid. It is well inside the liquid. Now the molecule B, it is just below the free surface, and molecule C, half part of the molecule is in the air, half part of the molecule is in the liquid. Now what is the effect on surface tension, or what is the effect on surface tension we can see here. Now see, for molecule A is within the liquid and it is inside the liquid. Now see, this is the molecule, this is the sphere of influence and it is inside the liquid. What is the effect of this molecule? This molecule, see, the force is equal and opposite in all direction. It is liquid molecule, this is also liquid molecule, that is there is cohesive force between, or there is a cohesive force between these molecules and these molecules. The net cohesive force acting on this molecule is zero. See, there is cohesive force, net unbalanced cohesive force acting on this molecule is zero, and this molecule remains inside the liquid. It does not change its position. Now consider the molecule B. In this molecule, or suppose this molecule is just below the liquid surface, then this is the molecule B, this is sphere of influence, this is the range of intermolecular force. This molecule is just below the liquid surface. What happens? In this case, there are some air molecules. Now there is a liquid molecule. Now number of air molecules are smaller than number of liquid molecule. That is, from this we can say there is suppose this is air molecule, this is a liquid molecule, there is adhesive force acting on this molecule, or we can say the number of molecules, air molecules are small, the density is small, and total force, cohesive force acting on B is greater. The net cohesive force pulls this molecule inside the liquid. Now the next molecule C. See, in molecule C, there are air molecules, there are the liquid molecules, there is adhesive force between these molecules. Now see, these are the air molecules. We know the density of air is less, density of this water is greater, then the net cohesive force acting on this molecule is greater, and again the molecule C is pulled inside the liquid. See, first the molecule is inside the liquid, this is again pulled inside the liquid, C is again pulled inside the liquid. Then we imagine only 3 molecules, there are number of molecules, then each molecule trying to pull inside. Therefore, the number of molecules on the surface are decreases. the number of molecules on this surface are decreases and each molecule tries pull inside the liquid. Now because of this the number of molecules, there is decrease in number of molecules, therefore there is decrease in area and effectively the free surface is string. The free surface is string, that is the free surface acts as a free surface behaves as a elastic membrane, and this is called as, this is due to a tension on this tension on this surface, and which is called as surface tension. It is called as surface tension. Now this is called as, or this is the molecular theory behind this the surface tension. Now see the next. From this we define surface tension. Surface tension. Surface tension is denoted by T. Surface tension is denoted by T, and suppose this is the upper surface or free surface of the liquid, and there are number of molecules. Some molecules try, there is force of attraction here, like this, and this is the imaginary line drawn. There is again some molecules are attracted here, attracted at this liquid molecule, and we can say this is the force, this is the imaginary line L. Then surface tension is defined as, it is the tangential, or it is defined as, it is tangential force acting or per unit length to this imaginary line, Surface tension is defined as, it is the tangential force acting tangentially to the per unit line, the length, right angle to this force, and F is equal to, or we can say surface tension T is equal to force upon length. Here T is surface tension, F is force, tangential force, L is unit length, therefore surface tension is T is equal to F upon L. Then the SI unit of this surface tension, SI unit of surface tension, it is, the SI unit of force is Newton, and SI unit of this length is meter. SI unit of the surface tension is Newton per meter. It is Newton per meter. Then it is, the dimension of this surface tension is, T is equal to, now see, dimension of force, it is, you know, the dimension of force is, it is F is equal to mass into acceleration, therefore it is L1 m1 t minus 2 divided by length, that is L1, total dimension is L0 m1 t minus 2, which is the dimension of surface tension, Now see, surface energy. Here the question is asked in this chapter, or in this, for this topic, define surface tension and surface energy. Then what is the surface energy? You know, in this case all molecules are pulled inside the liquid. Now there is the above, the free surface behaves like a elastic membrane. Then there is some molecule bring to the free surface, the work is done, or this work done is stored in the form of potential energy. This is called as surface tension. This is called as surface energy. What is the surface energy? See, the molecules are inside the liquid. Some of these are bring to the free surface, to the outer surface. The work is done, and this work done is stored in the form of potential energy. This potential energy is known as surface energy. E is surface energy here, and this surface energy having SI unit joule. This is the SI unit joule, and the dimension is equal to, see, it is the dimension of energy. It is L2 M1 T minus 2, which is the dimension of surface energy. Now we see the relation between surface tension and surface energy.